Robert Whittaker reacts to the rumors of Khamzat Chimaev moving up to the light heavyweight division to fight Alex Pereira for the belt. On the MMRcade podcast, Rob says he thinks Khamzat would win.
You say that because I saw a rumor that Chimaev might go up and fight Pereira. Imagine that. Imagine that.
This would truly be Alex's proper wrestling test. Who wins?
Chimaev, easily. Not easily. Chimaev, though. I don't know. Unless like the heavyweight strength changes, there's a dynamic that Chimaev can't take. Chimaev's will get the takedown. And then he's good at what he does. He plays into his strength. But let's say, hypothetically, Chimaev slows down, gasses a little bit. Yeah. Pereira won't. He can strike asleep, dead tired. Dude's been doing it his whole life. He'll kill Chimaev in the stand-up. It won't be like that Usman-Chimaev fight where Usman was kind of outboxing him a little bit at that period when Chimaev got tired. Yeah. It'll be a slaughter. But
it'll be like what we saw.
TJ Dillashaw believes Ilia Topuria is the best fighter in the UFC and even more skilled than Jon Jones. On the Jackson podcast, TJ said, "I think Topuria is the best fighter in the UFC right now." He was asked pound for pound over Jon Jones. TJ replied, "I mean, not off of resume, no, but off his skills, yes. It'd be a tough fight, dude. He's a firecracker. I would have to use what I was hoping Holloway was going to do, is use some more angles, right? Never stand in front of the guy. He's fast, his boxing's crisp. I would try to get outside his shoulders and try to switch my stances up. Fight him orthodox and southpaw. I would definitely be using my kicks a lot more. Yeah, he can block kicks, but it keeps him at a further distance, right? Setting up my kicks. Yeah, I would definitely try to wrestle with him. I would say his striking's more dangerous than his grappling, but his grappling's great as well." Conor McGregor took shots at Ilia Topuria today. Conor started off with reposting this on X of Nate Diaz calling him out years ago. He wrote in straight away the fight was made. 145-pound world champion up to 170 pounds. Let's go. Hashtag real fighters only. This user replied saying this must have been so crazy at the time. Imagine Ilia went up to welterweight on short notice to fight JDM or something. Conor replied never. He has the balls of a kitten. Gilbert Burns has fired back at Colby Covington. Colby had words for Gilbert yesterday on his Twitch live stream.
Thoughts on Gilbert leaking Charles's number? Man, that's disgusting, man. That's despicable. That's not right, man. That's really messed up. Now he's getting, tons of people calling him with stupid, saying stupid pranks, and it's a security concern. So, Gilbert, that was just very immature. What are we in high school, dude? Like, be a grown man, dude. You have kids, you have a family. Why would you do that to another family man? So, that's really messed up that Gilbert did that to Uncle Chael. I said, hey, Uncle Chael, if you want me to handle that inside the octagon, I will get justice for us. I will get justice on Gilbert's face. I will make sure he never shows his face in America ever again because how badly I beat him.
Gilbert fired back by posting a photo of Colby getting punched in the face. He followed up with this. He wrote, April, Miami. Sean O'Malley, Tim Welch, and Jake Shields discuss Conor McGregor being found liable for sexual assault. They react to the victim claiming that Conor put her in a chokehold and said, now you know how I felt in the octagon where I tapped out 3 times. They don't think there's a chance that Conor actually said that.
What do you make of the I mean, it's a controversial question, but like the charges that he had, it looks a little shady.
It's so hard to say, and like it's like if it happened, I would feel like an asshole saying my opinion if it like it's like I don't even want to.
That's a good point.
It sucks the situation.
Money though, I think they're like in a 3-day binge together, and then she's trying to get money out of him. And,
yeah,
but who knows exactly? Because Conor also can be completely out of control.
The thing that I thought was I'm not gonna say that word, but the thing that was interesting was when he said, this is how I felt when Khabib was choking me.
A fighter would never, ever say that. Every fighter, there's zero chance a fighter is going to talk about a loss in a cage. Zero chance.
The last thing I'm thinking about is like, this is how it felt when Rob was holding me. Yeah. That's wild.
When Dan Henderson dropped me, this is how it felt. It's just, no, that's exactly what I said. Bullshit. Fighters say the same thing, because a fighter would never, ever say that.
That one's wild, but it's weird too, like in a situation like that, it's like, if you get found not guilty but liable, and all you have to do is pay money to get out of it, it's like if that's a serious charge. Like that shouldn't be a money thing. Like that should be.
Yeah.
But it's also in Ireland. It's a different part of the world. Yeah.
Renato Moicano and Gilbert Burns give their thoughts on how Paddy Pimblett would match up against Michael Chandler or Benoit Saint Denis.
Who you got, Moicano? Paddy, or to pick one?
Man, I think Chandler beats him, to be honest. Okay, so
And
you're
then who you
switching.
pick, Paddy or BST?
BS.
Wow.
I have to pick BSD. I beat BSD, so I want him to win, right?
Yeah, 2 losses back to back, 2. But I got Paddy on that one. Show the way, bro. You paved the way for these guys, you know. You and Dustin.
But
So-
Paddy Pimblett is not a wrestler. He doesn't take anybody down. His last fight, he beat Bobby Green mistake, right takedown. So
But
I don't know.
You show the
It's gonna
way.
be very
That guy
hard fight.
That guy never gonna kick again. If he kicks, Paddy might do the same. You show, bro. I got Paddy on that one.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope Paddy keeps winning, you know. And
Yeah.
to be honest, it will be fun. It will be fun to see Paddy be a fun thing, right? To see. Imagine that, brother. Especially in England, we see Michael Chandler losing to Paddy. That would be nice.
On his Twitch live stream, Colby Covington speaks on the photo he took with Dillon Danis a while back. Colby says he would not train with Dillon because he's not a real fighter.
Would I train with Dillon Danis? No, he's not a real fighter. I only train with real fighters. He took a picture of me one time at Club Live in Fountain Blue in Miami Beach. Oh, Colby, please go get a picture. I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. But I knew he was going to try and talk some shit about the picture, acting like I was the fan when really he's the fan. He's never been in a fight.
Despite being very close friends with Justin Gaethje, Kamaru Usman believes Max Holloway knocking him out was KO of the year.
Oh, don't do it, Kush. Don't do it.
As much as I hate to say this, and I hate it because this is my brother, Justin Gaethje, but this is the #1 knockout of the year. Because for you to, first of all, this is Justin Gaethje that drags you down to hell in fights with how aggressive he is, how powerful he is. He drags you down to hell and he leaves you down there burning. But for Max Holloway to go out there and do that to Justin Gaethje, and this is what we're talking about, Henry. This is not just, oh, TKO, you're doing the...
Daniel Cormier believes Colby Covington's gimmick only works if he's winning. DC is unsure of what happens now that Colby is coming off 2 losses and didn't look too good in his recent fight against Joaquin Buckley.
Guys, that is all fine and dandy. It really is. It's all fine and dandy until you start to lose. Until you start to lose. Your gimmick can be as big as anything you want in the world. Your idea of how you want people to see you can be big, it can be brash, but ultimately you gotta win, right? All that time that Colby was doing that, he was vocal. He would talk about Brazilians. When he went to Brazil and he disrespected Damian Maia in the middle of the octagon, it was because he had beat the shit out of him for 25 minutes, and you knew that you were watching someone that was insanely good, that was going to be a problem at the weight class. And for a very long time, he ran and he rode hot, man. This dude was 1A to Kamaru Usman's 1B to Kamaru Usman's 1A for a really long time. That's why he was the interim champ when Kamaru couldn't fight. That's why he earned himself 3 title opportunities. So, when he disrespected Leon Edwards' father, everybody kind of turned the other cheek. It's Colby, right? It's what he does. He's fighting for the belt. When he disrespected Kamaru Usman, everybody kind of turned the other cheek because it was the gimmick. And I think that as time went on, people started to see through the gimmick. So you respected the gimmick for what it was, ultimately knowing that if you go back again a minute and a half in this video, that's Colby Covington, right? That's Colby Covington, that guy. But what about when you start to lose? How do you handle when your gimmick now makes you public enemy #1 for everyone?
Tom Aspinall is confident that he will be fighting Jon Jones to unify the belts in 2025. Tom sends a message to Jon and says he's not Stipe Miocic and possesses even more skills.
2025, Tom Aspinall, Jon Jones unifying the heavyweight belts. One of the first times in recent memory that this has been done. 2 heavyweights with belts fighting each other. I was there for the Stipe fight, obviously, in New York City, Madison Square Garden. Good fight against Stipe. Let's remember, I ain't Stipe. completely different, and I possess a whole different attribute of skills, aggression, speed, power, and everything else to Stipe Miocic. So Stipe is retired. Much respect to him. Much respect to Jon Jones as well, believe it or not. But I'm coming for both of them belts, and 2025 is when it's going to happen.
Sean O'Malley is deleting his social medias for 2025. He posted this to his Instagram story today. He wrote, 2025, I am deleting all social medias off my phone until my next fight. My team will be running my socials. We will still make content, but I just need a detox from my phone. Going to focus on reaching my full potential as an athlete and a father. Justin Gaethje hints that he's fighting Dan Hooker. He replied to this post on X. It says, Dear Santa, there's only one thing I want for Christmas. Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. Gaethje replied with this gif. It says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from a cursed hawk. It says, Magomed literally declined the Alex fight 3 times now, but wants to call Alex a chicken when he doesn't want to fight for the 4th time in the span of a year. Make it make sense. The second one's from Jasper's channel. It says, Jamal downhill. And the final one's from Jason. It says, who's gonna fight with one eye? Shara Bullet, Michael Bisping, Chris Weidman's opponents, Bones' opponents, etc. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.